Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video where I'm going to be talking about the best advice that you can hear here on my channel, which is following instructions or following people and following advices from people that you need to be following advices and stop following or listening to people that are actually not the people that you are ambitioning or seeing yourself being like them. The story of my life, and I'm going to do it as short as possible, which is one of the things that my family wanted me to do when I was young was they wanted me to be a baseball player. I come from Dominican Republic where a lot of Dominicans and a lot of students, a lot of young people go and play baseball just because of money. One of the things that I didn't want to do was just do something that I didn't want to do. And one of the things that was happening when I was young, it was I didn't like baseball. I didn't hate the sport. You know, I was good at it. Let's say it like that. I was decent and I had a good physique. I was fast and I had pretty much average strength in the bat and I knew what I was doing. Let's say it like that. But I didn't like the baseball. I didn't like the sport. So it was like my family wanted me to play that just because they wanted me to get somewhere so I can give them money, which it didn't make sense because I'm not going to live for someone else. I'm going to live for me. That's what you should be looking for. So, long story short, is in my life, since I was probably 12 or 13 years old, I always wanted to play soccer. I always wanted to play soccer and be chill. One of the things that I love the most, even in practice, it was playing soccer. I love to play soccer. And my family just said that it was baseball. And I was like, well, okay. And then I used to play on high school and then I used to play both and do a little bit of this one, but I was practicing baseball, but I didn't enjoy baseball. So it was like crazy. So then in my life, when I grew up, all my family wanted me to go to college, which I did. Now I am in my senior year, which now I'm an online student, which now I'm going to end college a little bit slower. But the thing is, my family don't like the idea that I'm just not finishing college right away next year. But the thing is, I don't care. And you shouldn't care neither. Of course, if you're in the situation where you are dependent of your parents and your parents pay for your school, pay for your tuition, pay for your um, everything, your food, your groceries, everything that you need, college, your car payment, or your gas, and every single thing in your life, you have to follow them and you have to do whatever they say. You don't have a right to do or say or complain about anything if you don't own or you don't work for that thing that you're living. But if you are on the other side, like me, since 18 years old, paying your own college, since 18 years old, getting loans, student loans, and paying those loans, and getting your groceries and getting every single thing, you got your car, you got your apartment, now you have your nice desk and you're working this and this and that, and you're trying to scale and grow and do this and have discipline, and you're trying to do things that your family don't agree with. It doesn't matter if they don't agree with. It's if that's what you're following, you have to follow that. It's like, let's say you have a plan where you want to be a let's say you are a man and you want to start a business, and or let's say you're a girl, you want to well let's say you're a girl, you want to start a salon business, something business, and your family just don't agree with it and they say that you're going to fail. And at that point, that's where you have to actually do it and prove them they're wrong. Well, actually, there's another side where you don't actually have to prove them wrong or anything. All you need to do is do whatever you feel like doing. You can't be doing what your parents are telling you because you're going to live the life that your parents are telling you, which it doesn't make sense. So let's say you started a business. Let's say you started to Do anything that involves in skill, or you're trying to make money from it, or you're trying to be famous, you're trying to be a athlete or whatever they think that you're not able to do it, that's where you have to work really hard. You have to get out of that environment. That's one of the things that I did and that helped me the most was, thanks God, I was able to go to another country very far away from my country, from the environment, from my family, that they are very negative, very closed, and they don't have any type of knowledge or any adaptation at this point of life. So I'm saying they don't have any knowledge of AI, they don't have any knowledge of business or anything new that is going on at the moment. They just know about the old school, old things where you get it, you get a degree and you get a job and that's it. That's what they have in their mind, which for me, I don't, it doesn't matter if you do that. The only thing is you have to respect my side. You have to respect whatever I do with my life. Of course, if you are doing drugs or you doing any type of like alcohol, if you're getting drunk every single time and you wasting your money, wasting your time, wasting your resources, wasting your your family, all the things that they sacrifice for you, of course that's not right. But if you're trying to do something for yourself and you're trying to grow that thing, even though let's say you fail, you're doing something for you and you're learning, you are improving, you are adjusting, you are just growing every single day, improving every single day. So for you that you're watching this video, if your mom, if your cousin, if your grandma, if your grandpa, if your auntie, if your uncle, whoever, your friend, whoever is telling you to not do something, just go do it. It doesn't matter what they're saying. You're gonna fail. You're not gonna be able to do this. A lot of people are doing this. This is not gonna grow your business. Do this instead of that. Why they don't do it? Why are they telling you to do something that they didn't do? So it doesn't matter if it's family, if it's friends, if it's a loved one. You have to do what you have in your mind. Your mom have something in her head, her head, in their brain. Your dad, your mom, your uncle, you have something else in your mind. It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter if they're family. It doesn't matter if they love you. It doesn't matter. You just different from your mom and your family. So you have to follow whatever you have in your head. So if you have that business, if you're trying to grow your physique, if you're trying to help people, if you're trying to do content and they don't agree with it, they don't really like that you are recording yourself and that you are helping people and that you're doing this, it doesn't matter. All you need to do is listen to yourself and keep going. Now, if you fail, you know that it was you. You decided to do this, you decided to follow that path, and now you can adjust and find something that you can do better and improve and maybe monetize it. But you cannot be doing what your mom, dad, uncle, they are broke and they don't have the ambition and they don't have the life that you want. It doesn't matter if they have some money, but they don't have the life you want. So if they don't have the life you want, they don't have the money you want, they don't have the freedom you want, why are you following the things they say? Why are you following the things that they tell you to not do? Of course, don't see this video wrong, where if their parents are telling you, don't be drinking, don't be in the club every single day, don't be doing drugs, don't be having sex with all those women, don't be doing this and that, of course that's something else. But when I'm talking is when you are trying to achieve something, when you're trying to scale something from the bottom, and you're trying really hard, don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody. Now, try to change your environment. That's one of the best advices that I have for you. If you change your environment, and your environment, it's not your friends. If you know, to be honest, I'll tell you this: a lot of friends that I had in high school, a lot of them are in the bad path. They're not doing well. But the truth is, when I change my environment from my family, and I saw all that negative stuff that they have, all that brain problems that they have. They don't understand the things that I understand. As soon as I change that, my life change very drastically. I'm not talking about like a little bit change, like a big change. So if you're watching this video, go ahead and change your environment. Start from zero. If you have to have two, three roommates when you're starting, just go ahead and do it, and you're gonna see results. Try to find people that have the same vision and ambition in the same things that they're trying to achieve. They're trying to grow something from the bottom, and they're trying to make money from something that their family haven't done in their life. So why are you following your family's advice that don't do it, don't do this, don't do that? Why is that? Are you paying for your bill for my bills? No. So follow that vision and that thing that God allow you in your brain. Of course, obey your parents in a lot of things, but doesn't mean, like in the Bible says, obey your dad and your mom. It doesn't mean that if you have this idea, it doesn't mean that you can't follow that because they're telling you that, because they don't have that knowledge. They don't have that desire. They don't have that ambition. And they clearly they not have that adaptation to the things that is happening now. So that's my advice for you, which is follow that thing that you have, that you truly think that is something for you and that you're working really hard for it. It's an example from my life, from my personal life, where I have these troubles. And I used to struggle, and then I realized that it just doesn't matter what you say. Doesn't matter what you say about me. Doesn't matter if my mom, my uncle, my this. Doesn't matter if they don't agree with the things that I'm doing. It doesn't matter because I don't owe you anything. So it's like, if I don't owe you anything, why would I be worried about? Why would I be struggling and thinking about having to make you happy because you want me to do something that you are desiring for me, but I'm not looking towards that. I'm not looking for those things. So why will I follow you? Why will I listen to you? Why will I just drop my things and follow you? Because you just love me and you want me to listen to you? No. So if you have the exact same example, you live in that exact same scenario, just change your life, change your environment. Your life is going to change dramatically. It's going to change. And it's just basic mathematics for me. So change that thing that, or those people that are trying to just get you away from what you're looking for. I'm not saying that you're gonna just go and don't look at your parents and just don't forget about your family. Don't do that. That doesn't make any sense. But make them respect the things that you're looking for. Make them respect. Make them respect you and the things that you do. They have to respect you. If there's no respect, if there's no line in there, and they just do or say whatever they want because they have more years than you alive, it doesn't make any sense. So follow your ambition, follow your vision, work really hard, work really smart, adapt to the things that are happening at this moment. Life in the world, everything is changing. AI and all the news and the currency, money, China, United States, everything is changing. So adapt to the new things that are happening. Don't follow old people. Don't follow all the things that they're saying. Of course, you can find a lot of advices from your parents and from people that have experience in business and a lot of things that you might be able to learn from them, but you cannot be doing that where you just don't do the things that you want to do because your parents, your family, your friends, your uncle, which is broke, probably drunk, and they're telling you to do something. Why would you follow that? Why is that? So I hope you understood this video. I hope you don't go the other side where I'm saying disobey your parents, which that's not what I'm saying. But just change your environment. If you see your family don't respect what you do or the things you're trying to achieve, make them respect. Make a line. Tell them, hey, I do this. This is what I do. This is what I'm trying to achieve. You have to respect that, because if not, I can't be around you. I'm sorry, but I can't be around you. I just can't. And I'm sorry. I love you because you're my family. You're my this, my uncle, my auntie, my mom, whatever. But you have to respect what I'm doing. That's all. You have to respect. I can be 18, 17, 16, 20, 21, whatever the age you are. Of course, if you're dependent and they're paying for every single thing that you have, of course you have to follow them. But when you're in this point where you are by yourself, just do whatever you're thinking and just learn from it. You might fail. There's a big chance you're gonna fail in your first business. There's a big fail. There's gonna be a big chance. Sorry, that you're going to fail, because that's what happens. And from there you learn. That's how you grow. I hope you liked the video. I hope I see you in the next one.